What's up, YouTube? It's the 3rd of October 2019, and I've got a non-working 18-inch Peavey subwoofer. It's been really sitting since I bought it. I plugged in the pair, one on the right working fine, one on the left no working at all. I was playing with electrical connections and so forth, and nothing seemed to improve it, so we pulled it apart. I did a previous video on just removing the grill on this type of speaker and a little tool that I made. I won't bore you with adding it to this video. You can watch it if you're interested, or if that'll help you out. So this is a Black Widow series 18-inch Peavey speaker, which means you can separate the magnet from the rest of the speaker, and if you need to replace it, you can replace just half. So let me flip this thing over on its face. Oh, I'm sorry, let me back up. So the speaker don't move. It is stuck. S-T-U-Q. Stuck. It's not moving at all. A speaker that doesn't move, it won't move any air, won't make any noise. So we have a stuck voice coil in there. Is it one that had the, something got in it, or had some foam in it, like one of the other ones we've done, or is it cooked? Is it rusty? What the heck is going on? Let's get it open and find out. Let me flip it over. And there she is, the Peavey Black Widow series. It's not been, usually people date these things if they have to come in and fix stuff. I don't see any handwritten dates. So we're just going to pop these 3 Allen head bolts loose. We'll pull the magnet off. It's stuck in here, alright? Sometimes they used a piece of foam in here, I think, to keep the dirt out. And then over time the foam disintegrates, and you start running these things real hard, they get warm and it melts. And it ends up like glue. If you've watched some of my other videos, we'd run across those on 15-inch Black Widows. So let's get this thing apart. It's going to be real hard to film, so bear with me. That magnet is some kind of heavy. Alright, hang on. Oh God, that sounded good. Yeah, look at that. It was totally stuck. You heard it make the noise. Pop. Yeah, this magnet's heavy. Let me set it down. It needs some kind of cleaning. But, oh man. I believe it's savable. Maybe. Look at junk. Oh my gosh. Now it moves. Oh geez, you just bent it, Glenn. Careful. Oh boy. Well, the fix is free. I mean, I don't have to spend $150. Oh, I remember I told you some people date these things when they work on them. I'm not sure if that's a date though. It's more like a part number. Well, gang, let me go get some different types of cleaner, and let's get to the getting here. Try to get this thing cleaned up, make it work. Wow, did you hear that thing pop when I pulled that thing off of there? I just had to pinch the phone under my chin. Not much choice there. I'm working on the back deck of my step van. I know I got a couple other subscribers that are working on similar stuff here. I'll get to cleaning. I won't bore you with the details, but I will show you what I ended up using. Back a little bit. Alright gang, I went straight to lacquer thinner on the magnet. I got a little flux brush here. and trying to get some down in the groove there too, but you can see that it will take it off. I believe it was the foam. You can see the remnants of the foam. Yeah, it was the foam that did it. When you get these older speakers, that foam just doesn't last, like an air filter in an old generator. They just deteriorate over time. You see we're easily getting what is on the edges there, but of course that's not what we're after. Get some lacquer thinner down in that groove. And we're gonna have to drag all kinds of interesting items through that groove to get this out. For now, we're trying to get a little lacquer thinner in there. Alright, for the speaker side, we have to be a little more careful because we don't want this stuff dripping on everything. Interesting place to work, isn't it? Up here on my stage, on my step van. It's a nice day out. Oh boy. Lacquer thinner tends to soak in. Probably gonna have to go get a Scotch-Brite pad as this is soaking in. It's obviously gonna take a little while, and you're not gonna watch the whole thing, but that lacquer thinner in there, get it working. I don't have a level work surface here either. Let's go get some of that speaker soaking more. Alright, I'm going to grab a Scotch-Brite pad and get after this a little bit more aggressively. I've been working at this for a little bit, a couple minutes anyway. It's a little lacquer thinner, shake off some of it. This aluminum on this thing is paper thin, boy. It's getting there, but it's taking a moment. I'm using my finger on the back side too. Not enough structure to this thin aluminum here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let me get a towel here. Oh, I dinged it again. I don't think that aluminum piece is quite as crazy as the voice coil itself as far as dragging or something. So the voice coil's down here, right? And then it stops here, and then this aluminum piece goes on. So this is definitely wider than this. I'm not too worried about what's on the outside of this because it should clear. It looks like the inside is made to rub. You kind of got some little waves in it and stuff, I think. Never had an 18 apart before. 12s and 15s. Now then, let's see about cleaning this thing up a little bit more. I don't think there's too much down in that groove, but there's a lot of lacquer thinner down in there. I'll show you what my plan is anyway. Horrible video, I get that, but I don't have a camera person. It's hard to get what you're shooting at when you're looking through the camera, and it's hard to work on what you're working on too. So I just grabbed a piece of cardboard off of a box. Idea was to get it down in there. Oh, that's deep. It's that deep. It's not too bad in there. Alright, I'm going to finish this. I'll tear this off a couple times. Make sure it's as clean as it can be, and then we'll go for reassembly. Just check it, see if it works. Well, that's a delicate little process. If you got a bad back like I do, hovering over that thing, you got to really line up the 3 bolt holes when you're dropping this. I say dropping. When you're gently placing the magnet back on the speaker. Because, boy, lining up that voice coil in that very narrow slot that it has to go in, that's tricky. Don't tighten up the screws till you get them all started. Things got to move a little. Did I just say it was first day of... It's back to standard time for us. So it's going to get dark earlier than we're used to. Don't store your plastic handled Allen tees in the windowsill. It's a good place for them. I always know where they are. But the sun trashes the handles, especially when they're the good ones. Or not. Alright. Rather than rig up something temporary, I think I'll put that thing back in its cabinet, throw a couple screws in it, hook the wires up, we'll test on it. Alright, here we go. It got to making sure this thing was moving after I got all the bolts tight, and it wasn't, so I took the bolts back out, started spinning it around. It would free up a little bit. You know, it obviously moves freely now, but it wasn't moving. And spin the speaker around a little bit. It's just a lot lighter. And then getting a better look at the voice coil. I think it's gone. You can see it's rubbed through, it's come loose. It's been doing that for a long enough time to where, and I think it's been pretty warm. It should be like a brown color, and it's pretty dark, kind of black. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it in a spot where the light hits it. But it's loose. The coils are actually loose right there. So I don't think she's gonna survive. We'll probably have to replace this. Forum. That's a bummer. Wonder what the other one looks like. Doggone it. I don't know, it might be normal, but you can see it down here too. I'll fiddle with it for a little bit, but gang, I think this is a goner, so I'm gonna have to break into Hip National Bank, purchase a replacement. That's a bummer, but what do you do? If I order it today, I can maybe get one by Wednesday, replace it, and make these work. It's a long-term investment anyway. Well, gang, we at least showed you how to clean them up. Unfortunately, this one probably got that way from pretty hard use, and it just melted. You know, got really warm and just kind of melted the stuff. But what do you do? Can't go back in time. I didn't do it. I bought them this way. All right. 18-inch Black Widow. In my shopping cart, please. Alright, gang, we're just going to end it here. I'll maybe do an update video. We'll do the swap with the new basket on the old cleaned up magnet. Put her back in the old cabinet. Clean it up. Put it back into service, gang. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your comments. Hit the thumbs up button, please. And we'll maybe get seen by others. Other than that, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright, a little bonus footage. I said I was going to fiddle with this thing just a little bit more. So I tried to take a Scotch-Brite pad and clean up what was left. I'll bet when we pulled that magnet off of there, it was this coil that was stuck and not all that black melted foam. But can you see this little, let me see if I can, having a hard time getting it where you can see it. The sun is going down. So this thing is peeled up. It might have been some sort of band that banded the coils together. And then we got coils that are separated here and down here. See that one right there? Separated. This whole thing is trash. There's no saving it. Alright. We'll get on the computer. See about ordering us up one of them. What do you think that's cost? 150 bucks? That's my guess. Let's go find out. Well, online, the 4 ohm Black Widow 18-inch is $225. The 8 ohm version is $160. Or I can just buy 2, turn my 4 ohms into 8 ohm, and buy 2 of them for $288, $144 a piece. And you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. What do you think that other speaker looks like? I know it works, but they probably didn't just run one of them that hard. So let's buy it. Not adding the protection plan. All right, gang, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn them into brand new subs, and yeah, and we'll rebuild these bad boys into brand new ones. What the heck, right? Now I've got way too much money in them, but I guess stuff happens once in a while like that. All right, gang, this is it for real. Catch you later.